The first question is a video question from a 12-year-old boy from South Africa.
I'm Bashir Kamraj. I may look like I'm 16, but I'm 12 years old. While some kids choose to spend their time watching movies about fake heroes like Spider-Man and Batman, I choose to listen to a wise and amazing human. Get it? Human. That is you, Guruji. Sadly, not all kids are as intelligent as I am to make such wise choices. I have to laugh at my own jokes. Nobody else does. You know, Sadhguruji, I know that there are some people who think that there's nothing wrong in watching action movies. Go sit and watch. Go sit and watch the movie. How it will affect you? If the man is dying on the TV, you're not dying. But does it affect us? How do action movies, wrestling matches, and playing violent games affect us in our day-to-day lives? Thank you.
What's his name?
Bashir Kamraj.
What?
Bashir Kamraj.
Bashir. Bashir. Well, about the question, well, the level of violence that children are made to practice on a daily basis, I do not know the numbers and percentages, but from whatever, just glancing around when children are playing and just looking, seeing here and there, because it never happened very close around me. I see in the airports, in other places, even in the airplanes, children are playing. From my perception, I may be wrong, please tell me, nearly 70–80% is all about shooting somebody. Am I correct? I don't see children playing with an animal or doing something on the screen. All the time, shooting. Well, as a young child, if you shoot whatever number of people, let's say 100 people, evil people of course, they come from… See, anybody who doesn't look like you is evil. This is what racism is. Somebody who doesn't look like you, you think you must take them out for some reason. So whether you're taking out a black man or you're taking out an alien, it's not any different. Because when African people came to Europe and America, they looked like aliens for those who had not seen them before. So, right now we think it's perfectly normal. The moment any aliens land on this, we must shoot them and burn them and do whatever terrible things to them. Well, this is racism. They look different. That's our only problem. So, when you practice this, you're only 12, but you look like 16. No, that's your words, not mine. I didn't say that. So, when you become 18, if you've been shooting on the screen for 8–10 years, hundreds of people, when you become 18, wouldn't you like to see some real blood? You saw a lot in the movies. With the technology now, you're watching a movie, a bullet comes and phew, brains explode. So that's not enough, you didn't get it. Next time, slow motion, the bullet comes slowly and the brains spill all over. Well, when you pay money to watch these things, We know what you're up to in your head. So when you blew lot of brains till you were 18, at 18, wouldn't you want to get real? Wouldn't you want to see some real brains explode? Well, you're seeing it all over the place. When people go out simply shooting, young men just go out simply shooting unknown people, anybody that they see, they're shooting. You're wondering, what happened, what happened? Well, they've been practicing for 10 years. Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? They've been practicing. Now they're just getting real. So, I don't know, I could be wrong on the percentages because I've not seen enough movies. But once again, 70 to 80% of the movie cannot happen without somebody being either beaten to pulp or brains blown. Am I correct? Percentage I'm asking. Definitely it's over 50%. I think it's 70 to 80%. Not even 20-25% of the movie can happen without smashing up somebody's face or blowing up somebody's brains or having his intestines spilling out. It cannot happen. A movie cannot happen. So once you create a culture like this, well, you just see, there was a time, at least in India, our heroes, the movie heroes I'm talking about, the cinema heroes, were gentle-looking men singing songs, running around the tree and, like that. Slowly it's become like this. A hero means he has to be muscular and fit because he has to smash somebody. Heroic means you just see I've not seen the movies, but I've seen the posters all over. Wherever you see, he's like this, wanting to smash somebody. Whether he actually does or not is not the point. Definitely, you are creating a culture of violence. You think this is the way to settle every emotion you have in your life. This is not just about beating somebody. I've not watched not a single one of those soap operas and things, but when I'm looking for news or something, sometimes I end up with this for 10-20 seconds. I'm see some woman is screaming and throwing plates all over the place, a man is, punching into a door or a wall. You are creating a culture that this is the way to settle your emotions. Well, human beings have emotions, but isn't there a more civilized and conscious way to settle our emotions? When something pokes us, some emotion may flare up in human beings. Isn't there a more civilized way to conduct this? No, just use four-letter words, throw things at people, smash food in people's faces, this become a fashion, smashing food into people's faces, smash utensils, break the doors. When you create such a scene all around you, obviously that is the kind of society you will live in. Still fortunately, the society or the youth in the world are still not very strongly imitating the cinema and other entertainment, fortunately. If they imitate even 10-15%, the world will be a horribly violent place. So it's time those who call themselves entertainers, who are not just making a living, they're becoming super rich with this, they must have some conscience as to what is the impact that they're creating. If you create violence in the screen, it must be such that it must produce disgust, that I must never be like this. There was a time in the Hindi cinema that there were people who were called as rape experts. In every movie, there has to be one rape, violent rape. 2-3 actors were considered rape experts. Now when rapes happen in the society, you're surprised. Well, you demonstrated. Millions of people, young people saw it. They thought this is the way to deal with a woman. They thought this is the way to deal with their desires, isn't it? So if you show people that whenever your emotions get flared up, this is the way to deal with it, you have to smash up somebody's face or blow off somebody's brains. If this is the example that you set, slowly that is the society you will have and you're beginning to have. And when it happens in your neighborhood, when it happens in your home, you're shocked. I'm surprised why you're shocked. Your television is on all the time it's happening and you're not shocked. And another dimension of this is, every day when you see people being shot and you're casually eating your potato chip and watching people being shot, when actually if they're shot in front of you, you won't think much about it. It'll be just like normal, okay? You will not be shocked, you will not be outraged, you will not be propelled into doing something positive in that direction because you think it's normal, because every day it's happening, because as technology gets better, the television is looking almost real or more real than real. As technology gets better, if it becomes 3D as they're promising it will, then these guys will be killing each other in your sitting room or your bedroom or in your dining hall, all right? So, when actually people kill themselves or kill each other, it won't mean anything to you. This is not the way to nurture a society. Everybody, no matter what kind of activity we are doing, we have a responsibility to create a more stable, civilized and a conscious society. This is everybody's business. This cannot be just by the government. What you write, what you create, what you do, what you speak, everything has to have this dimension. Otherwise, well, when problems explode on the street, then you complain and cry, but what is the point? You've sown the seeds.